Let's now talk about Harry and Meghan. I know, look, we should do, because we're talking about the King's coronation. It's more about the King than them, really. Because as well as Prince Harry's upcoming memoir that I think we're going to have to endure, I think it's next week. Is it out next week? Yeah, out next week sometime. It's on the 10th, actually. So in 9 days' time. So that's coming out. The Sussexes, their Netflix documentary, which was one of last year's most streamed programmes. It included multiple charges, including Harry accusing William of screaming and shouting at him, as brothers do, and allegations the palace lied over bullying claims against Meghan. The royal family has not commented on whether the Duke and Duchess are to be invited to the King's coronation. However, multiple polls and even former politicians are questioning whether it's right for the couple to be invited. So I'm joined now by former royal correspondent Michael Cole. Michael, thank you very much for joining me. Michael, so what do you think about this? Because, should they be invited?
Nana, good afternoon and Happy New Year to you and all the viewers. His Majesty the King has handled this rather cleverly, because he's let it be known that they are very welcome to come to the coronation on May the 6th. Now, that leaves it up to them whether to accept, which leaves them open to the charge of hypocrisy after all the criticism and wounding things they've said about the royal family, or if they then refuse, then they could be accused of being petulant and petty-minded. So it is really quite a clever thing for the King to have done. And for Prince Harry, there is an additional problem, Nana, because all the princes present in the Abbey at the coronation will be required to kneel and give a loyal oath. They'll have to swear as liege men of life and limb to be loyal to the new king who has just been crowned. Now, could Prince Harry do that with a straight face, or would he be like those anti-royal MPs who at the start of every parliament, when they have to take the loyal oath in order to take their seat, they cross their fingers behind their back? So I think the King has been playing quite a good innings so far in his reign, and I think he's handled this one quite well.
Wow, so he's going to have to bend down and do this thing. So do you think he'll go? Do you think, I think that if he's invited, I think he'll probably try and snub his invite. What do you think he would do? Do you think Harry will go if he was invited?
Yeah, maybe that is a reaction, and it's a perfectly respectable one on your part. I actually think he will accept, they will accept, because they're in the business of self-publicity that they have to keep in the public eye. That's all they've got left to them now. They've sold themselves to Netflix, and they have to keep a high profile. There is a problem there, because I had never, ever heard a member of the royal family booed until they came to St. Paul's Cathedral for the service in Thanksgiving for the Queen's 70 years unprecedented reign. And there were quite a few boos outside. Now, even in Quebec City, when French separatists demonstrated against the Queen Mother, the late Queen Mother, they didn't boo her. They weren't booing her personally. They were demonstrating because they wanted French separatism in the Canadian Federation. So that is quite unusual. And I think there would be, and the figures you were quoting would indicate that there may be some opposition, which would rather detract from the solemnity and the glory of the occasion. We haven't seen a coronation since 1953. There have been more solar eclipses in the last 200 years than there have been coronations. So this is going to be a special occasion, Nana, and you're going to be there, I'm sure.
Of course, I'll be there with bells on as well.